So in the past, I have been pretty lenient when it comes to formatting, but because you are going to be in high school in less than half a year, I am going to be much more strict when it comes to how you format your essay. I can guarantee that your high school teachers will be very strict when it comes to proper formatting. Luckily for you, I have created a template for you, so formatting should not be a problem. So let's start. First, where it says your last name, go ahead and change it to, well, your last name. Now, do not delete the page number. In this case, the number 1. Remember, your last name is a proper noun. So, you should capitalize it, just like I did there. Then, go down to where it says first and last name, and go ahead and change that to your first and last name. Again, both your first and last name are proper nouns, so they should be capitalized. Thanks to my template, you do not need to type in the teacher name, me, the class name, United States History Period 6, or the date, 8th of March, 2019. While you need to have an original title by the end, just leave it be for now. Remember, your title, when you write it, should not be underlined. It should not be underlined. It should not be bolded. It should not be bolded. And it should only be in 12-point font Times New Roman. Now that we have gotten that out of the way, you should delete start your essay here and, start writing your introductory paragraph. Now that you have completed your introductory paragraph, you will need to highlight your thesis and your 3 key reasons that you are going to elaborate on in your 3 body paragraphs. So, my thesis statement is, ultimately, the eventual war with Mexico was not justified for 3 key reasons. President Polk provoked it, America was just being greedy, and it meant the expansion of slavery. So I want you to go ahead and highlight the entire thesis in yellow. Okay? Just like that. Then I want to find my first main reason and then highlight it in blue. My first main reason is that President Polk provoked the war. So now I've highlighted my first reason in blue. Then I want to find my second main reason and then highlight it in red. My second main reason was that America was just being greedy. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that in red. And then I want to go ahead and find my third main reason and highlight it in green. My third main reason was that the war would lead to the expansion of slavery in the United States. It is absolutely critical that you highlight the thesis and your main reasons. First, it will help you remember to include all of the key elements of the thesis statement while also helping me identify those same elements. If you do not properly highlight, the highest grade you can get on the essay is a 50%. so please do not forget to highlight. Now that you are done with your first body paragraph, you are going to do something similar to what you did to your thesis statement. This time, I want you to highlight the sentence in which you restate your key reason in yellow. So, if you remember, my first key reason was that President Polk provoked the war. So, I restated that reason in my first sentence of my first body paragraph. The war was not justified because President James K. Polk provoked the Mexican army into fighting. Oftentimes, you may want to restate it again at the end of the paragraph, but that is optional. Here, I only gave the key reason once, so I will need to highlight that one sentence in yellow. Then, I will want to highlight my 3 key facts to back up that reason in blue, red, and green. My first key fact came from the hook exercise, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight that in blue. My first key fact is that Polk sent American troops across the Nueces River all the way to the Rio where they were attacked by Mexican troops. Again, that was found in the hook exercise. Pay close attention to how I cited the hook exercise. My second key fact that I used to back up that reason was from document B. Polk then used this as an excuse to declare to Congress that war had actually begun and that Mexico had caused it. My third key fact comes from document C, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight that in green. And that was when the Mexican historian Jesus Velasco Marquez said that when the Americans crossed the Nueces, they were actually invading Mexico. Again, that is from document C, and I highlighted that in green. Once you are done with that, you can move on to your second and third body paragraphs.